Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. Bear with us. All right, we live. Hey, Shalom out there.
Shalom.
Hey, Jim at Charlotte back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit, the Rakah Kodash. All right, and before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to our Yuakim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
All right. Another news and prophecy, as we always go into. All right. Pray that this live lesson is edifying. News and prophecy, the Lord's judgment from coast to coast, and Babylon's Omen. All right. And if you haven't noticed or been paying attention to what's been going on, man, this fire is breaking out of LA. You know, the lessons have been going out all day. Brothers been going in on that subject. Just wanted to add in on it, man, because you know, when I saw it, just like every other brother, you know, everything is spiritual, man. Okay, and these are all omens. Let me get that real quick, and we'll play these videos through, and we'll grab the scriptures or whatnot. Priest, you frozen? You still there? Okay, have priest frozen real quick. So we'll get through that real quick. But I do want to read this this definition. Bear with me. Let me share the screen. All right. All right. This is the definition of omen. So it reads, it says something that is considered to be a sign. Oh, appreciate your I think somebody's mic is lagging. Salakia. All right, I'm gonna read it again. So it says omen, something that is considered to be a sign of how a future event will take place. So this is Babylon's omen. All right, all the judgments that we've been seeing since 2025 came in, man. All right, niggas is plowing through crowds with cars, shooting up clubs. All right, you got this this eastern storm that's supposed to come in sometime tonight. That's going to hit Texas, the East Coast, North Carolina, and all that. Right? You got LA on fire. All right, so these are heavy signs. Okay. It says something that is considered to be a sign of how a future event will take place. Yeah, nuclear destruction. All right, a Babylon being obliterated, man. It says omen. It says an event that is brought to tell something about the future. So that's what it is. And I want to grab the scripture before we play these clips. And bros can chime in whenever they feel like. But this is Psalms 37 and verse 30. And it reads. It says, the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. See that? And that's the prophets, man, giving you the judgments, the prophecies that are taking place amongst America, amongst Babylon, man. You know, and you brothers want to add in there, go ahead and we'll play these clips real fast, you know.
Can I get a precept for you real quick?
You got it.
This is Ezekiel 7, and starting verse 1 in the NLT. Then this message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, this is what the sovereign Lord says to Israel. The end is here. Wherever
right.
you look, east, west, north, or south, your land is finished. No hope remains, for I will unleash my anger against you. I will call you to account for all your detestable sins. Right? So on every side, right, this place is being vexed, man. Right? It's bringing up, there's an end going in the west. Right, we see out east. Right, we're about to endure this ice storm. Right, you see up north. Right, they go through the ice storms and things of that nature as well, man. Right, and then in the south, you know, everywhere is getting vexed and plagued, right, by the Lord, because it's His anger that's coming upon the land.
Yeah, this is righteous indignation, man. You know, the Lord is visiting the planet Earth. All right, Priest, you have something you want to add in real quick?
I'm trying to find it, but you go ahead and play it. I'll see if it's still in season.
No doubt.
This is the view from a airplane from KTLA photographer Paul Sanchez as he's giving us an aerial perspective to the devastation in the Palisades. Sky 5 unable to fly due to a temporary flight restriction put in place because President Biden is in town. But this is an incredible view of what it looks like from above.
Yeah, we will have more in terms of an aerial perspective, we believe, tomorrow once the sun comes up and we begin to get a good measure of the level of devastation here. But if you've been watching the coverage, you can deduce, frankly, dozens and dozens and dozens of homes in the Palisades area have been lost. The Palisades Village under siege tonight. Homes along PCH, along the beach, gone as well. One of two communities under siege tonight. Altadena struggling as well, as we saw moments ago. Entire neighborhoods burning, rows and rows of homes from a fire that is spread out of Eaton Canyon into the neighborhoods of Altadena.
There you go. All right, I want to grab one scripture. All right. Because hey, what we just saw, Salakia, but what we just saw is pretty much, as we just talked about, is an omen, all right? Some type of future event that's getting ready to take place. So the Lord has given us signs to come. And I was thinking about, as brothers went into the lesson of the elect being in the heavens and having that aerial view over the world and watching Babylon burn, right? Real quick, this is Psalms 37. In verse 34, it says, wait on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. All right. So the Lord said that, man. We're going to actually see this thing with our own eyes. All right. Revelation 15, 1 through what? 1 through 4. All right. That fire that was that fire that was mingled with glass, that view from the upper atmosphere and the firmament looking down on earth, the elect, so it's heavy, man. But you got it, brothers, whatever you want, whatever you want to bring out.
Because like you was mentioning of, you got the fire going over there in the west. You got, this ice storm they're calling to come in. It says it's going to hit the southeastern, part of America. So really, these are all plays because we know it's going to be some people that's going to die from this snowstorm too, man. So just showing you that these are Yahweh Shem Yahushai's judgments. This is Sirach 39 and 29. It says fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. So that fire, what we're seeing, all right, that's a judgment that Yahweh Shem Yahushai sent out. Like you said, this is an omen for the future of Babylon the Great as a whole, man.
God. Let's play that one too. Got some more footage here. All right, but hey, all these videos are circulating online. Very, very, very heavy times we live in, man. All right, let's get 2nd Ezra 9, and let's read from the top.
God, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. And he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before,
that's right,
then shalt thou understand that that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right. We see that now. We're in the time of the Lord's visitation. All right, because we do know that Esau's blessing on the left-hand side, he has those direct energy weapons, as the scriptures say, and we'll get it, later down the line. He has the ability to cause fire to rain down from heaven. But nevertheless, it's still the judgment of the Lord. Real quick, before you read on, go to Isaiah 45 and 7, just to make that point.
Right, because if I can add to what you were saying, because hey, who you think gave Esau the power to develop these weapons, man? This devil is not that smart to be able to come up with this on his own. This is all Yahweh Shem Yahushai is doing. He just uses Esau, like Psalm 17 and 13 tells you that hey, Esau is the sword of the Most High.
Yeah. He said he causes the smith to blow up the coals in the fire, man. He's the one that put that mind into Esau, into these elites, those the wise men, so-called of Teman and whatnot, to develop this technology, man, that you see today. But you got it, bro.
So Isaiah 45 and 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
I, the Lord, do all these things, man. Okay, the Lord is in full control of the whole spectrum, the left hand and the right hand. Okay, this is the Lord that's Yahweh Shemel Washah is sending heavy signs at the end of this thing, man.
That's right.
Right?
Mhm.
You can try to keep a blind eye, act like you don't believe, whatever the case is. Hey, the Lord is doing work is the bottom line, man. Right? Remember, Bible sales have increased for a reason. Right? This is what people are now becoming aware of, man. Shit is happening in the earth that you can't explain, So it's like, come on, man. Right? But you got it. I'll go back to 2 Ezra 9, unless you had anything else.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
That's right. You got it.
For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
The end is clearly manifest, Jake. This is what we're telling you.
Yep.
Okay. Prophecy is being broken down unto you, man. The vision is being made plain upon tables. All right. What else do you need to see? Okay.
Right.
Go ahead.
If I could,
You got
to mention, because this should be a wake up call to you Jakes out there, because in the midst of these fires, you had a lot of these Jakes, lose their homes, and these were historic homes, that because when you go into the history of when Jake migrated to the West to get away from the Jim Crow and all that, there were families that were established in these areas that lost everything. So that's the Most High showing you, Jake, this is not our rest, man. Like you said in the chat, man, the generational wealth is gone, man.
You got it.
Verse 5 or 6. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Endings and effects. Salakia. It said endings and effects and signs, man. Okay, signs are happening all over the planet Earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are in disarray, right? People are in perplexity, as the scriptures say, man. Okay, confused. This is the will of the Lord. This is what's being declared unto you, people, man. You got it, brother.
Yeah, and 2025 has been showing you sign after sign too, man. It's been crazy going into this year. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
Yep, the elect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, real
then
quick, go from there, because I wanted to add on to the effects and signs. Grab that Luke 21 in verse 11, and then get 2 Ezra 16 and 8. Right.
It's Luke chapter 21 and verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven.
Come on, man. Fearful sights. Everything that we showing you, man, these are all the fearful sights, man. Salakia. Let me cut my phone off. But these are all the fearful sights. Right? This is the Lord's working. Okay? Give me that one in 2 Ezra 16 and 8.
Yep. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Mm-hmm.
It says, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Break it down.
Yeah, because that fire going into these plagues, man, which we are seeing an actual fire the Lord, has sent out. All right, no man can quench it, because this is the judgment of the Lord, man. He's doing this to punish the wickedness that's been going on, because the area, because what we've been saying, especially over the years, California is like one of the headquarters for all this wickedness, man. You got Hollywood, you got Silicon Valley. It's a very wicked city, a wicked state. So what Yahweh Shemel Shai is doing is hitting Babylon where it hurts the most, at over there in the West, up in New York, down south. All right, it's an all-out effect for this country. So the judgment that we're seeing is just a preview of what the Lord is about to do on a wider scale, and
That's
nobody
it,
can
man.
stop it, man.
That's it. That's all it is. Everything is spiritual, right? And this is what we're trying to tell y'all, man. The time of Babylon's existence is ending, man.
That's right.
Time is running out. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of
Can I
fact,
get this real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
It's Luke 21 and verses 9 through 11 in the David Guzik Biblical Commentary. It reads, "These things must happen because they are part of the prophetic program of the end time in general, and so are divinely decreed, but they do not usher the immediate end." It says, jumping down, well, that was pretty much the point. Yeah, because what we're seeing right now is the steps leading up to the final destruction of Babylon the Great, man. Right, all these things that are ensuing, right, that are going to be those dominoes falling,
man. And this footage is crazy, man. It's like, damn, But at the same time, matter of fact, get that one in Revelation 13 about how he causes fire to come down from heaven, because hey, this is the left hand.
Right.
Overall, it's Yahweh Shem Shai, but through the use of the left hand. You remember, Esau is the weapon of the Most High, man.
Right. And if brothers, are can remember, this is the same or similar scene that we saw in Hawaii, last year, man. So that's how we know, as people have been stating, that those fires they weren't, started on accident, man.
Right. And they knew California is just a tinderbox, man. Right. So it just took one spark for this whole thing to go up. And like you had mentioned, Priest, the Palisades in general, right, that whole area was founded as a so-called religious commune, so Esau was using that, for their, wicked purposes, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Revelation 13, straight to the point, verse 13.
13, all right.
Yep.
Revelation chapter 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Right. So that's part of Esau's blessing. That's part of his sword, man.
Mm-hmm.
He was given that capability, all right, to cause fire to rain down from heaven, man. He has those satellites, what they call the dew weapons, right? They're able to beam down that energy right on the earth, man. That's what happened in Hawaii. That's what's happening here in California, man. You see what I'm saying? Esau possesses that power on the left-hand side, man. Right?
Fine.
Go ahead.
Just to make mention on that, that's how it was Esau that did that, because it came out that the people pretty much had insurance policies, already waiting for this to come out. So this was a planned demolition, man.
Man. Once again, and that adds. Let me get that too. We're just flowing in the spirit, but that's what that adds to Habakkuk 2:16. It says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered." Because everything right now is being exposed about Babylon, man. All right, the Lord's judgment is coast to coast, and what we want to get into as well is really Hollywood. The connections that Hollywood has to the occult. All right, Satanism, that left hand, man. So, judgment has to come upon this place. But anyway, Habakkuk 2:16, it says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's, Yahweh Shem Shai's right hand, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory." So this is just another part of Esau's shameful spewing, man.
Yep.
Right? California insurances canceling policies months before this. Everybody's in on this shit, man. And that's why, as we get closer and closer to the end, as we see more exposures coming out. That's why people don't trust this place. This is why we're in a time of sedition, rebellions, and revolutions against this system. So Esau, he got to hurry up and do what he got to do to lock this shit down. So we know this thing, as we see, was playing through America right now. We see this thing is coming to a closure fast, man.
Right. Because you were speaking about how like these things are being exposed more and more. Now you're having talks about, one of the other reasons why these fires were started to pretty much, hide the pedo and the child trafficking that was being done in California. That's a major hotspot for that, because You know, I've seen videos where they say like a lot of those houses have all underground tunnels that's connected for like the Playboy Mansion. It's like a neighborhood of tunnels that's just all it's like a city almost, man.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, man, because you got to think about it. Everything that's been coming out related to these kids getting snatched up, the Jeffrey Epstein, Diddy nasty ass, all right. All these celebrities trying to run and duck and hide now because they don't want to get put on Front Street, all right. So the foundations of Hollywood is completely wicked, man. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, all right. So you know what happened to that. This place is being rewarded with judgment. You know, you got it, Doc.
Keep reading that Revelation.
Oh no, that was it. Salak, I thought you had.
That was it.
I wonder why if you had something. Okay, Con. So just add on to that, just because the point I'm making in this lesson is the parallels. All right, this is an omen. Okay, understand as we showed you about really those areas of Hollywood as you were talking about, Priest, Pasadena, what was it, Malibu, Palisades. Where all of those rich Edomites are at, because there was a list that came out of like high level actors and actresses whose homes got pretty much burnt down, right? But like you were saying though, it's coming out that a lot of these homes and areas that were burned down had ties to tunnels and trafficking and shit. So this shit is crazy out here, man. But anyway, I want to read this and give me Isaiah 47. I'll hold that on deck. This is from the conversation. This came out last year, just making a point, because everything is spiritual is what we're saying. It says Satanism, ritual cults, Hollywood, debunking satanic panic, conspiracy theories, right? So what you're seeing here is pretty much damage control, man. The stuff that these Hollywood celebrities do, the rituals, the left hand, the sorcery, the witchcraft, all right, the idolatry, the everything that's connected to Satanism, that's common knowledge now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about it. It's not Esau, he wants to call it a conspiracy, but this is what people know. It's out there already. You see?
But if we're going off the technicality of the words, all right, then it is a conspiracy, because a conspiracy literally means an evil plot being, done by two or more people, roughly paraphrasing. So the theory part of it is out of there. We know this is a known thing that's done. Why do you think when you look at what goes on in Hollywood, it's nothing but a bunch of occultism, man. Right? You see these celebrities doing weird hand signs and gestures. It's all type of rumors about what's being done, which is the rumors are becoming a fact at this point, because all the the whistleblowers that's been speaking out, like people like Jaguar Wright and other Hollywood people. So all these things are being shown that Hollywood is satanic, man, because we understand that that's a Babylonian church, man. The moment you walk into Babylon, you have to walk through a Babylonian ark, man, which has all different type of Babylonian deities in there. So this just shows you this shit is the Lord is getting with California, man.
Yeah, getting with California, getting with America as a whole, man.
Exactly.
I want to play what you was just going into real quick, because as we said, we know the ties and connections that Hollywood has. We know where the foundations, the origins of really where all this shit goes back to, right? The idols, Satanism, pagan gods, right? Everything about America in general was founded off of pagan principles, man. Right?
When the Oscars moved from 1999 from the Shriners Building to the Kodak Theater, where it currently resides today, you can still see a lot of these elements of Freemasonry incorporated into the stage. You have the sun motif in the ceiling. You have the checkered flags upon the stage and the arches. Outside of the Kodak Theater, you have the gate to Ishtar, and you have Babylonian gods put on the outside of the gate. The whole area surrounding the Kodak Theater was designed after a 1916 movie called Intolerance, where they recreated the very set that they had for Babylon. They have the same exact elephants. They have the same exact gate of Ishtar. They have the same exact Babylonian gods over the top of the gates. You see, if you go and visit the very home of the Oscars, where they hold it each year, you can see a plaque on the wall that says the Babylonian Court. At the 2016 Oscars for Best Cinematography Award, The camera shows you the stage, and you see an unmistakable Tower of Babel embedded into the design. You see, brothers and sisters, they know exactly where they are. While the world is wandering after all of these celebrities, we would do well to heed the very advice from Jesus's lips himself. In Luke 4, verse 8, it says, "For it is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shalt thou serve."
Man, so hey, but hey, it's good. It's good. It's good information, man. So it's all coming out. I want to read this scripture real quick. This is because it's saying that Hollywood is Babylon, but we know that America is Babylon. But I want to read that Revelation 17:5. It says straight to the point. Revelation 17:5. It says, upon her head, upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Right. So everything, all the witchcraft and idolatry of the ancient empires is all pushed here. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand these things, understand why America, Babylon is being judged the way it's being judged. You know, this place has to see fire. You know,
I got one for you.
Yep.
Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was there a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great.
I just read that one, Salakia.
Salakia. It was so good, it had to come out twice.
Yeah, it came out twice. Hey, read it again. Shit. Read it again.
God. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. You know, man, like I said, it speaks for itself. You broke it down earlier, so
that's it.
Hey, if I may add, back in Rome, they would put the names of the harlots on their foreheads, right? So there was no mistaking on who you're dealing with, man. Right. Oh, wow. So now there's no mistaking who Babylon the Great is, man. Right. All the signs point to it being America.
All of it, man. Heavy stuff. We're going to get to Isaiah 47 in a second. I just want to read through this because what we're doing is we're analyzing what's happening across the planet, across America on a spiritual level. All right. So this is from the conversation. It says Satanism, ritual cults, Hollywood, debunking satanic panic, conspiracy theories. All right. It says earlier this year, the non-binary singer, songwriter Sam Smith performed their song on Holy. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was demonic, man. You know, that was all over social media as well for those who caught that. All right.
Oh, that was the nigga that was dressed up in the Satan suit.
The big Mo, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that.
And those award shows are rituals, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When they show you all of that shit, man, that's them performing rituals right in your face, man. Right. It says performed their song on Unholy at the Grammys. Right. How about that? Unholy. How spiritual is that? At the Grammys, dressed in a red devil horn top and latex costume, the performance drew upon popular occult and gothic aesthetics, and it attracted a huge amount of criticism from the supposed promotion of satanic imagery. It says, quote, conspiracy theorists allege that the performance was in fact a real satanic ritual, orchestrated by an elite cult of Hollywood Satanists. It says it's supposed to aim to morally subvert society by brainwashing, indoctrinating young people. That's exactly what it's about, man. Once again, all that shameful spewing is coming out, man. All right, people are waking up to the wickedness of this place, man. God. You know, I'll finish it out and I'll let you get it out. This is
paragraph. I had a real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
A real quick statement, because off of what you just read about that, people are starting to notice a trend on these people that, you know, how they are before they enter Hollywood and then after. And it's always these people, they take a satanic turn to where you see they come into Hollywood looking all so quote unquote innocent. And then once they're in Hollywood and Esau begins to promote them, you see that they have fully given themselves over to that satanic agenda because they start, you know, doing all that symbolism.
Yep. It says only a few months prior, a similar mass online panic had taken hold in the form of the Balenciaga scandal, with conspiracy theorists claiming that the fashion brand was secretly engaging in child trafficking and a satanic ritual abuse. You see this? That's all we need to read. All right. So pretty much, he's telling on himself at this point, man. Everybody knows what it is, man. This is why they need the internet shut down. This is why they got the laws put in place to come against misinformation, the AI and all that. Bill Gates, for those who haven't heard about that, man, look into that. Right. They need to go ahead and regulate this thing because it's all coming out, man. The Lord, before he physically destroys this place, he's causing this place to be exposed on all levels, right?
Right.
But you got to.
Yeah, I want to add, because Esau, when he tries to debunk something, he'll always tell you the truth and then spin it to make it seem like, well, him admitting it shows that, that can't be true, because then he starts to be able to, put his witchcraft out there to try to sway the people with the media. But he always lets it be known of what is being said is the truth. But as far as the sex trafficking part, I wanted to get that real quick. This is Revelation chapter 18. And I'm going to start at verse 10, the points of 13. It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning." This is going into post-destruction of America after it's bombed in World War III. Wow. It says, "Standing afar off from the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and thy merchants and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men." So Babylon the Great is mostly known off of the sex trafficking, because we know that's one of America's most lucrative pastimes is child trafficking, sex trafficking, organ trafficking, and all that. But mainly just speaking on the the children trafficking, because that is a mainstay in Babylon, man. All right, because we see these children go missing every year, and it's like a running joke in Hollywood how these people, they drink the AD,
Yep.
They sacrifice children, so these things are known, y'all got it.
Yeah, no, that's what it is, and as I keep repeating, it's all coming out, man, because like you were saying, the stuff with these children, the trafficking was been going on in these Christian churches and these Jewish synagogues, right? These things have been very prevalent, man. All right, all this stuff surrounding children and the wickedness, man. So that's how man, at this place, as I said earlier, is about to be rewarded with that destruction. Right? That's why the fires that's why these fires in LA are the basically the main topic right now all over the internet and the news,
Okay. Did you have that video that we was talking about before with the Allie Carter girl when she was talking about that? Did you have that queued up?
Let me get it. Grab the scripture and I'll get it. I'll pull it up.
Come on, you had something?
Okay. This is Isaiah 29 and verse 6. "Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire." So we understand that being that nuclear fire, right? But what we're seeing, storms and tempests, right, plague the country. A lot of people are going to lose their lives at the hands of these storms, man. Right? We're seeing people losing their lives at the hand of this fire. And this fire is doing what? Devouring this country, man. Right? It's tearing down the infrastructure. Whether or not Esau is using it to cover something up or not, right? This is what we're seeing take place, and it's all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right. Because just going into the inner workings of Hollywood, I want to bring this out while the brother pulls up the video. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and 23, because like I said earlier, Babylon, all right, well, it's like Hollywood is a Babylonian church. So as we see these different, concerts, these even in your sports, man, hey, they be doing the rituals in the arenas and all that, man. Super Bowl performances and all that. So this just going into that. So just like I said, Wisdom of Solomon 14 and 23 in the GNT, it says they murdered children in their initiation rituals, celebrated secret mysteries, and held wild ceremonial orgies with unnatural practices. And is that not what we see? We're not hearing about the Diddy parties. All right, you had the Playboy Mansion. You got all these celebrities that live this debaucherous lifestyle. This is what they're doing behind the scenes, man. What used to be, like the truth 101 when brothers were looking for the truth. You start out watching videos of the so-called, conspiracy that's going on in Hollywood, man. But then as you come into the knowledge, you see even more the deeper inner workings of why these things are being done, because that doing what they're doing to these children and these kids, that's them. Like Shalom, that's what they're doing for the rituals, man. So it's a purpose behind what they're doing to these children, man. You have the casting couch, all these, bro. It's so much we could talk about with that, but this is why the Lord is doing what He's doing in California, man.
That's it, man. Wickedness will be judged. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, it says they no longer kept their lives or their marriages pure. A man might kill another by an act of treachery or cause him grief by committing adultery with his wife. Everything was a complete riot of bloody murder, robbery, deceit, corruption, faithlessness, disorder, falsehood, harassment of innocent people, ingratitude, moral decay, sexual perversion, broken marriages, adultery, and immorality. The worship of idols whose names should never be spoken of is the beginning and the end and the cause of the result of every evil, which Babylon the Great pushes out through Hollywood, because Hollywood is the one that's producing the movies, that's producing, the TV shows. Because when you break down the word Hollywood, it goes back to Hollow's wood, which when you go into who was using it was the ancient Druids would use that wand to cast spells, and that's what Babylon does. Or it's like you said, Babylon. That's what Hollywood does through their TV shows and their movies, because these black boxes you got, your TVs, your movie screens, your phones, computers, they're able to enchant you through these different things because you're watching the stuff that Hollywood is promoting.
Yeah, hey, Hollywood is basically a mechanism of Babylon to push out that what's the word, sorcery and the enchantments and all of that, man. So that's why, as we were saying, that's why this shit is being judged.
Because Hollywood is ran by the CIA. When you watch that documentary Out the Shadows, you had a stuntman that used to work in Hollywood. He was exposing how demonic this shit is, man. All right, these Hollywood scripts, a lot of these scripts, they come from CIA and FBI documents. It's a project called Operation Mockingbird. All right, we look. That's what Hollywood, pretty much was doing. All right, seeing how they can manipulate the minds of the people.
Man,
and that's why you're saying this. Them being more overt with these enchantments, man. Because the left hand is getting weak right now, man. Right. As the right is getting stronger, the left is getting weaker, and they have to be more and more in your face about the witchcraft that they're pushing upon the masses, man.
Right.
I got that video too. You want me to play that real quick before we grab Isaiah 47?
Baba Kushah.
I got you. So this is the one that I seen earlier, just adding on to what you said. Oh, you know what? Yeah, this is it. Hold on.
Does anybody else remember when Allie told us to pay attention to when the fires started? They wouldn't be accidental. Are you guys watching whose houses are burning?
A lot is about to happen. Guys, hear me. I think he promised you, and you should look in my eyes and know better. From everything that I talked about, put two and two together. I need you to listen right here, because there's a lot is about to happen. Everything is about to change. And there's no running from it. Everything is about to change. Hear me. I'm not holding back any secrets, baby. Everything is about to change. So I need y'all to please listen to me right here. Don't comment. I love you. Please give me support in a second if you want to do that. You're so sweet. Thank you. But I don't even need that right now. I need you to hear me. That's the only thing that I need you to do right now is just hear me in this live, please. I don't want to have to turn the comments off. I want y'all to please just hear me. Everything is about to change. Everything. Everything.
Salakia. Bear with my computer's lagging. Hold on.
Guys, and you guys need to realize that I told
Yeah,
you
Salakia.
so much. These videos are gonna make sense in a second.
They hating on me right now.
Every single video that I've done since the second y'all met me is about to make sense in a second. So pay attention.
So Priest, what was up with her again? She was one of the victims or whatnot.
She pretty much was sex trafficked whenever she was young. You know, they speculating saying that, you know, she was Tupac's daughter or whatever. But either way, she was in the you know, in the sex trafficking ring since she was a baby. And so she has, you know, came out and exposed how, you know, these celebrities pretty much how they be, you know, touched on and messing with these children. And so she has came out and named names, like big names, like she was breaking down, you know, what happened at the Diddy parties, how, you know, Diddy and these other celebrities use, you know, the children, they call them party favors. So these celebrities that you hear talking about, you know, how they was at Diddy party, but they left early and all that, that's them niggas trying to save face because they was all in there freaking off on children.
Man, that's crazy, man.
So what she was, you know, trying to say in the video, but it was acting up, was exposing how they was gonna start burning down, you know, the different places in Hollywood to try to cover up those tunnels because them kids was getting trafficked through tunnels, underground tunnels or whatnot, and so she was exposing that shit.
Damn, man. See, it all makes sense, man. Hey, real quick, Lamentation 4 and was it 21-22? Real quick, and then we'll hit that Isaiah 47.
Can I read this real quick for you?
You got it. Go ahead.
This is the scorched earth legal strategy. It says a scorched earth defense is a legal strategy where a defendant destroys evidence or assets to make it difficult for the plaintiff to build a case.
Man,
yeah.
So this is very literally what we're saying is them burning away all the evidence, right, to try to hide from these wicked deeds, man.
Because if I could add, because another thing that she was exposing is like, because we know Hollywood is one of the biggest porn industry, you know, producers or whatnot, and so she was going into how, you know, these prostitutes, these, you know, porn stars, these whatever, you know, people in the adult industry, they get trafficked a lot in Hollywood and, you know, passed around. Like, for example, Superhead, for brothers that remember her, you know, she was, you know, talking about how she was, you know, passed around by these celebrities and pretty much given like gifts. So those small hats that run Hollywood, they run the porn industry, they run, you know, these different things. She was going into how they're using mainly the women, children, but also, you know, little boys too, as sex slaves, and they traffic them all throughout these underground tunnels, and it's all over America. Like when you watch They Call Tyrone, and he's like, "Yo, we're everywhere." Those underground cities, that's true, that's real.
Man, get that real quick, God.
God, this is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Yeah. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked, man. So what we're discussing is the exposure. All right. The inner workings of this place. That's why we're seeing these things happen. Go ahead.
Verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
See that? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. All right. This is why celebrities are panicking and bugging out, man. Trying to conceal the evidence. See? Because now we're in the time as the scriptures going to the the stars falling from heaven, roughly paraphrasing, right? This is the time of the wicked beginning to fall, man. These Jake celebrities, these Edomite celebrities, the inner workings of this system, this government and all of that, the politicians, you know, it's all being brought forward before the Lord physically destroys this place, right?
That's right.
Isaiah 47, let's just read that and that'll be it. Unless brothers got anything else.
I had a real quick one.
You got it. Isaiah 48. I'm sorry, Isaiah 47 and 8 through 11. But you brothers got it. You got it.
All right, real quick. This is Proverbs chapter 11, verse 21. Off of what you were saying. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Because, like you were saying, bro, these Jakes that have sided with Esau and started practicing this Satanism. All right, you're now being judged alongside Esau because you chose the side of wickedness, man. So all you Jakes that are in Hollywood, man, as well as wherever you are in Babylon, man, the Lord is gonna start visiting you, man. You're not getting away.
That's right. That's right. You got it.
Something as well.
Yeah, get it. Bring it out.
This is Sirach chapter 23 and verse 19 in the GNT. It says, "This man is only afraid of other people. He doesn't realize that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, that he sees everything we do, even when we try to hide it. He knew everything before he created the world as well as after. That sinful man will be caught when he least expects it and punished publicly." You see? And that's what we see, the reputation, like the scriptures speak about the spewing, the shameful spewing upon his glory. Everything that Esau has set up, and everybody that's sided along with him to try and, elevate themselves in this society, right? They're being brought low. They're being exposed and shown publicly, to be Satanists, to be people that are of no good character.
That's it. You got it up. Isaiah 47, verse 8 through 11.
God, you got it? I got it right here.
You got it.
It's Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 8. It says, "Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me."
And Esau's been boasting that. He's been boasting that he is the Most High. He's become proud through his technology, man. This is why they're ready to roll with this AI, this beast system. All right, to bind you in this this technological oppression, man. By the way of the MOTB. It's all coming. Go ahead, Op.
"I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments."
Right. And that perfection is going to be via nuclear destruction, those missiles. All right. The Lord is going to have a perfect destruction of this place, man. But right now we're getting a glimpse through the spirit, that omen, as we talked about earlier, through the spirit, man, of future things to come. Right. It says they should come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thy enchantments, man. So going back to what we were just talking about earlier about the Hollywood, the rituals, the practices, which is all out there. People know these things, right? So the Lord is rewarding America for that. All right. He's going to reward America on a grand scale for these things. Keep reading that.
Verse 10. "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me."
You got it. You can break it down. Go ahead.
God, right. And that's exactly what is the mindset of Esau Edom, right? The self-proclaimed white race and all of his understudies, right? The wicked of our nation that follow after his ways, the heathen nations that follow after his ways, taking on that bottle, right? The doctrines and philosophies, the wine of Babylon, great America, right? These people have put in their minds that the wisdom and knowledge that they, subscribe to is going to sustain them, but in turn, it's actually perverted them. Look at the state of the world, right? It's not self-sustaining. It's on its way out, right? But they're so perverted in their minds with these wicked ways that they actually believe that this is a fruitful, right? That this is a benefit, right, to the world. When really, you look at the world, and that's your answer right there. If these practices were really rewarding, why is the world in this case?
Right.
Gotta read that in the NLT.
Got it.
This is Isaiah 47 and 11. Did you read 11 yet?
Nah.
Oh, that's like.
Will we read it in KJV and the NLT?
Yeah.
God. Continuing on Isaiah 47:11 in the KJV, it says, "Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know."
Yeah, see that? And that's what's going on. 2025 has been a banger. Right? This desolation should come upon thee suddenly, and thou shalt not know, right? And we're seeing a glimpse of that through the spirit right now. Okay, all these different various calamities that are taking place all across America, man. The events in the heavens, fires, okay, earthquakes, seditions, revolts, evil spirits that's on these people. Remember the Pope opened those portals about a week ago, right? Right before the so-called New Year of 2025 came in, they opened those portals up, and look how 2025 came in, man. You see, it's all spirit. You know, you got that.
Okay. So Isaiah 47:11 in the NLT. So disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away. You know, so the enchantments aren't working anymore, man. Right? He's losing steam. He's losing his strength. Right? The Lord is removing those left-hand spirits, man.
God.
It says calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out. A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, one for which you are not prepared. You know, so this is what we're seeing take place, as the elder said, right? It's catastrophe striking, man, right? We're watching them, right, go to all their devices, and all these things are failing them, man, right? And they're watching their whole hegemony, you know, be burned down from the roots, man.
Man,
I was reading an article earlier. This fire out there in LA is going to be considered the most expensive fire in U.S. history. Is going to be the damage is reported to be like $50 billion.
Man, is that not the Lord? Has an evil? Get that? Has an evil been done in the city? Give me that real quick, Amos. Right? Goodness gracious, man. You know, everything is being authenticated by the prophets, man. You know, say what you want. You could, and see, this is the thing too, as all the stuff, all the wickedness and dirt that goes on in Hollywood and the stuff that's tied back to these churches and the children and all that. Where the fuck you Christians at, man? You know, let's make a point about that. Where the hell you Christians at? Why are you not speaking out against this shit, man? Calling this stuff out, man. But yet all you demons want to come around us and harass us, talk about, you know, what we doing, the worst thing going, and y'all this and y'all that. But you're not talking about none of this shit that's going on in the world, man. You know? You got it out.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai have not done it?"
Yeah. You see what's on the screen? Shall there be an evil in the city, and I, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, have not done it? You got it. What more can you say? I mean, it's the Lord is in your face, man. That's it. You know.
May I read in the NLT?
Yeah, you got it. You brothers got it. Whatever you want to bring out. You know.
Amos 3 and 6 in the NLT, it says, "When the ram's horn blows a warning, shouldn't the people be alarmed?" And who is that trumpet that's being blown? The prophets, right? The prophets, like the elder said, look, we see what's going on, and through the Holy Spirit, we're prophesying, we're going through the scriptures, and, you know, bringing out the truth of the matter, right? Tearing down these strongholds, right? But here it is. These people aren't alarmed. They're not hearing that trumpet be blown, right? It says, "Does disaster come to a city unless Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has planned it?" So this was already planned. This was already ordained for this to take place.
Exactly.
Right? Along with the various calamities. There was a video of this dude who was he was just like a bystander that walked up to the newscaster and was pretty much like, "I'm gonna be honest, I think it's the gays why this shit happening." You know? And, you know, it's spiritual because the scriptures speak about Babylon being spiritual Sodom, right? We saw the destruction of what took place in Sodom, and this is a foreshadowing of what's to hit all of Babylon, the Great America.
Right. It's not. Hey, it's not Hollywood. It's not Hollywood tied to sodomy.
Yeah.
That's one of the proponents of Hollywood. To be able to get in there, hey, you gotta be willing to bend over, right?
Man,
Yep.
incredible. You know, that's all I have, man. You brothers got anything else? You know, not to draw it out, but hey, you sincere believers out there that's watching this video, you brothers and sisters, you get it. All right, the Lord is visiting the world which He made, man. All right, this is the Lord's visitation. All right, real quick before we wrap it up, you sent that video. Matter of fact, I think I got it out, or not the video, but the link about that storm we were talking about earlier. Because hey, the point of the lesson was the Lord's judgment from coast to coast. Right? Let me see if I can find it. All right,
it's in the chat.
Right. Let me see if I can find it. And he says in the chat.
God.
I'll just read it real quick since I got this one on the screen, this other joint, but it says New York Times, southern states face a forecast of ice and heavy snow. So you got fire out there on the west, and then you got an ice storm coming on the east, you know? So this place, hey, sorrows on every side, like the scriptures say, man. But my last point here, and we ain't got to get all into it, but just making the point before we close out, it says massive sabotage, Biden regime doing everything possible to cripple the incoming Trump administration and endanger the whole nation, right? Because remember, he just sent I forgot how much it was it 200 billion or something like that, that he sent to Ukraine recently. This was like a few days to a week ago. So they just keep fanning the flames of war. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody is expecting Trump to come in and make this drastic change, but who's to say he gets in there and this thing just completely goes left? You see what I'm saying? So, hey, stay circumspect, you know?
That's it, man. Hey, the Lord working. With that Swiss scripture you always bring out, now is the time, oh Lord, for thee to work.
Yeah, Psalms 100 and let me get that. 119, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull it if you got it, Quanawaf.
This is Psalm 119 and 126.
Everything is accelerating to World War III, man.
Yep.
You know, it's no turning back at this point. You got it.
Psalm 119 and 126. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Even I was like,
and that's what Babylon the Great. So that's what Babylon the Great has done. All right, is made void the laws of Yahweh Shema Shah, because hey, Babylon is the epicenter of where this wickedness is coming from. So through the avenues such as Hollywood, all right, they have made the world drunken with their philosophies, man. So the Lord owes this place, judgment, because this shit is always blaspheming Yahweh Shema Shah, man, and everything they do.
Yeah, judgment is overdue. I want to read this real quick, these few points, and that'll be it. But it says from this article here, it says massive sabotage, Biden regime doing everything possible to cripple the incoming Trump administration and endanger the whole nation. All right, now check this out. It says the outgoing Biden administration is described as committing treason and causing chaos, in stark contrast to a typical peaceful transition of power. The text claims that the Biden regime is deliberately wrecking the nation's infrastructure, economy, and social institutions under the direction of global elites. Right? Is that not true? They're bringing in the climate change, social engineering, and all of that. You know, it says the AI. It says aiming to prevent Donald Trump from effectively governing if he returns to power. There are allegations of human trafficking, environmental destruction, and promotion of dangerous pathogens and the JABs. Right now, remember they had that fog that came. What was it, a few days ago, a week ago? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Esau was pumping all types of chemicals and shit up in the fog. People getting sick. You know, parasites, man. This shit is crazy. It says, as well as plans for military action against Iran's nuclear facilities, right? Critics argue that the proposed military strike on Iran is a risky move that could lead to a prolonged conflict marking a significant shift in the Democratic Party stance on the Iran issue. Man, this shit is going down, man. That's all we can say.
Yep.
You know, that's it, man. You know, bro's got anything else you want to add in there?
Nah.
That's it, man. Well, look, we pray that you sincere believers out there, you brothers and sisters, edified, man. There's a lot going on. News and prophecy, the Lord's judgment from coast to coast, and Babylon's omen. All right. We're gonna close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to the elect. Shalom. The water Akim.
Yeah, that was hard.
Yes, sir.